I broke up with my girlfriend for secretly meeting her male friend behind my back. My girlfriend Emma had this guy friend Jason from when she lived in Florida a few years ago. She was totally upfront about it when we started dating, which I actually appreciated. She told me they stayed in touch and that it was just friendship, nothing more. I'm not normally the jealous type, so I told her I was cool with it as long as it stayed platonic. I mean, I have female friends too, so it would be hypocritical to have a problem with her having male friends. But then the red flags started showing up. Emma would be texting this guy constantly, and I mean constantly. We'd be watching a movie and her phone would be buzzing every few minutes. Jason would pop up on her screen over and over again. If she didn't respond right away, he'd blow up her phone with like 10 messages in a row. I'd hear ding 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 and see his name lighting up her screen. It was honestly annoying just being around when it happened. I work as a firefighter, so I'm gone overnight a few days a week for my shifts. I actually encouraged Emma to hang out with friends during those times because I think having a social life is healthy. But this thing with Jason was getting weird. After about 6 months, he started calling her for hour-long conversations every single night. Then he wanted to FaceTime her on her days off. I finally told Emma that this behavior wasn't normal friend stuff. This dude was clearly in love with her. She kept insisting they were just friends and that I was being paranoid. She'd say things like, "You don't understand our friendship," and "He's going through a rough time and needs someone to talk to." But come on, what guy calls another man's girlfriend every single night unless he's trying to steal her? I told Emma she needed to set some boundaries with Jason if she wanted to stay with me. Either tone down the constant contact or end our relationship. She promised she'd handle it, but nothing really changed. The breaking point came last week when Emma went on a work trip to Florida. She told me it was just meetings and that she'd be busy the whole time. I trusted her completely. Then my buddy's girlfriend Sarah showed me an Instagram post. Emma was in some restaurant with Jason, both of them smiling and looking way too comfortable together. The caption said something about catching up with old friends. Here's the kicker. This was from an Instagram account I didn't even know Emma had. Apparently she had a whole separate social media presence that I wasn't following. When Emma got home from her trip, I had already packed all her stuff into boxes. She'd been staying at my apartment since her parents kicked her out a few months ago, so most of her things were already there. I confronted her the second she walked in. "How was dinner with Jason?" Her face went completely white. She started stammering about how it was just a casual meetup and that she didn't think it was a big deal. I told her the big deal was that she lied to me about it. If it was so innocent, why hide it? Why not mention that she was planning to see him? Emma got defensive and started yelling about how I was being a control freak. She said what she does with her friends is none of my business and that I was overreacting. That's when I pointed to the boxes and told her to get out of my apartment. I said if Jason was more important than our relationship, she could go figure out her life with him. She left crying, but I was done. The lying was the final straw. Now Emma calls me every day, leaving these desperate voicemails, apologizing and begging for another chance. She keeps saying she knows she messed up and wants to talk things through, but I can't trust her anymore. If she was willing to lie about meeting Jason, what else was she hiding? My friend Jessica thinks I overreacted by kicking Emma out with no notice, especially since she has nowhere to go, but I think some boundaries can't be crossed.